Casa Tonala was founded in 2012 as a community-based organization in Mexico City. We prioritize solidarity and trust with individuals and communities. The heart of our work is our walk-in therapy service. We offer single-session therapy for individuals, couples, families, and others. All sessions are facilitated by a multidisciplinary team. Our framework is narrative practice co-created by Michael White and David Epstein. We support people who can't afford therapy or don't qualify for public programs. We work as a team, and all therapists are volunteers. We are a nonprofit, self-sustaining collective. Our clinic operates through a solidarity model. We suggest a contribution of 100 pesos, about $5, optional based on stated need. We chose narrative practice because it treats people with respect. We focus on the knowledge, strengths, and resources of those who consult with us. We are inspired by post-structuralism and social constructionism, meaning we're intentional about the difference between the problem you're experiencing and who you are as a person. Therapy is not imposed. It opens space to revisit life stories, notice steps that have been overshadowed by a dominant problem, and consider new possibilities. Each session involves 5 people. One person leads the conversation with the client. A reflecting team of 3 observes. Afterward, the team speaks in front of the client about what stood out. Then the therapist and client reconnect to close the session. What felt important, what the client is taking with them, and how it may support them ahead. Throughout, one person takes notes. Those notes become a document the client takes home, giving the conversation staying power and honoring the words co-created by the therapist and the client. It includes the client's own words, dreams, hopes, and meanings, and reflections from the witnessing team. The document is given before the client leaves, so the conversation can take root in their life. In the same spirit, the National Autonomous University of Mexico, UNAM, one of Latin America's leading universities, since 2013 in the Faculty of Psychology's master's program, has included single-session therapy within the family therapy residency, led and supervised by Professor Nora Rentería. This work is grounded in a social constructionist, collaborative approach that links teaching with direct community support and reflects the university's 3 pillars: social service, research, and education as a shared process. SST at UNAM is taught by cultivating a one-session-at-a-time mindset through readings on ethical, postmodern practice, experiencing SST as a client before offering it professionally, participating in real sessions and collaborating with peers, using reflecting teams to support active listening and shared meaning, creating space for reflection to build the skills needed, and receiving ongoing feedback that reinforces ethics and shared responsibility. Clients usually come by private invitations from student therapists, built on networks of trust and UNAM's reputation. Teaching SST faces challenges: the dominance of traditional models, limited awareness of SST in Mexico, and skepticism about change in one session. Even so, SST has grown and spread to social organizations, community projects, and settings where long-term therapy isn't possible. In these contexts, SST is an ethical, socially committed practice, activating support networks, promoting shared responsibility, and supporting meaningful change when only one session is possible. SST advances mental health access, social justice, and respectful, responsible care, because a single session can plant a deep, meaningful shift, a shift from the spirit of our people, our communities, and our shared humanity. Guided by this same spirit, Eastside Community Mental Health Services, ECMHS, was founded in 1990 as Eastside Family Center, part of Woods Homes in Calgary, Alberta. ECMHS offers free, self-referred mental health services focused on single-session therapy, crisis support, and system navigation. Services are available with or without appointment, in person, by phone, text, or virtually. We work with individuals, couples, and families in more than 10 languages, including English, French, Spanish, Arabic, Hindi, Punjabi, Urdu, Tagalog, Mandarin, and Cantonese. Half of our clients are first or second generation Canadians, and we minimize barriers to care for racialized and marginalized communities. ECMHS is recognized locally and internationally for its walk-in model that reduces wait times and promotes equitable access. Sessions are supported by a multidisciplinary team: psychologists, social workers, psychiatrists, residents, counseling interns, and culturally diverse community therapists and volunteers. Our work is grounded in relational ethics and anti-oppressive practice, with deep respect for the wisdom, resilience, and lived experience of the people we serve. We recognize that mental health is shaped by social determinants, such as housing, migration, systemic discrimination, and intergenerational trauma. Our primary clinical framework is solution-focused therapy, integrating narrative, collaborative, and systemic approaches. We are also inspired by social constructionist and post-structuralist ideas about how context, language, and power shape identity and healing. Therapy at ECMHS is collaborative and consent-based. A therapist meets with the client while a team may observe and later offer reflective, affirming responses. The therapist and client then reconnect to name what was meaningful and what they want to carry forward. At Eastside, healing isn't about fixing people. It's about creating culturally responsive, politically aware, relationally safe spaces where change becomes possible.